Welcome back, everybody, to All We Do Is Talk. Isaiah here with more Champions League predictions. Like, comment, subscribe, share, get us out there. We got all the content here full of all sports from all across the country, all across the world. Got some good games last week that we'll just review them all together at the end. Since, tale of two legs, I don't want to overreact to one leg, especially since they're both home and away. I saw some things that I really liked, saw some things I didn't like. Man City looked like they were in good form. PSG controlling against Madrid in the middle. Is interested to see what Madrid counters when they go back to Spain. And Bayern Munich lays a dud. We'll review them all when all the games are collectively done. To just give every team a chance. Don't want to get the takes too hot. But today we're just going to focus on my predictions for the games we've got this week. Not as good as the games we had last week, but still good soccer that I'll be paying attention to, especially since NBA is on a break. Football is done, so, it'll have my attention. So first we're going to start tomorrow with the two games we have. The first game is Chelsea versus Lille. Of course, big Chelsea supporter. We won the Champions League last year. Very exciting. I don't think we'll do as good this year, mainly because of injuries, and that segues to how I feel about this matchup. I think I guarantee Chelsea will win this. I think they have enough to beat Lille. Lille kind of tore down the team they had that won the French league last year, so I don't think that's as good of a Lille team. But, they made it to the round of 16, so they're not no pushover. I think in the end, the injuries to Reece James and Christensen and Chilwell on the left are big for the Chelsea defense. That's what it's looked like they've been lacking in. When you've watched some of their Premier League games, teams have really pushed them because injuries. Injuries happen. That's a part of game sports, and you gotta accept it. But I still think Chelsea has enough. Conte's going good. Lukaku's coming off a tough weekend, and where he broke the record for least amount of touches. So you'll see. That's my one guarantee. I'll give a goal. I'm gonna give a person to score a goal in each of these matchups. Last week I hit a good parlay, putting together a couple goals, headlined by Kylian Mbappe, who saved it at the end with his goal for his game against Madrid. But I think Lukaku is gonna have a good game in this first game. I think he'll score in this game. I think Chelsea would win because we'll have to see Lille pull out the game plan to beat Chelsea. I think Chelsea will dominate him in the middle. Conte, Jorginho. I'm interested to see who's up front because I believe Mason Mount's a little nicked up. We know Christian Pulisic's known to get hurt a lot. Don't know much about what Lille will do. I'm interested to see this. I'm very interested to see. These styles of clashes for different leagues are always interesting. So I'm gonna rock with Chelsea to win on AG. 4-2, 3-2. I'll say 4-2 as my official prediction, but I just think this will be just a workmanlike set of games. Chelsea will look to control in the middle, control the pace, score when necessary, when they take their chances that are available to them. And Lille, I just think will be overmanned. Moving on next to a pretty competitive matchup between two unknowns practically. Villarreal versus Juve. We all know the history of Juventus in this competition. It's good history. But I just think we all know that their team's they're in a little bit of a rebuild. Got a lot of old guys, got a lot of young guys that they're trying to mix in. They just went and got the striker from Fiorentina, who is actually going to be the guy that I'm going to pick to score in this game. That's my guy to watch in this game to score. Fiorentina. I think from the striker they got from Fiorentina. I'm not going to butcher his name, so I'm just going to go ahead and y'all figure it out. Y'all know who he is. Villarreal, I think they're pressing really good and pressing pretty well this year in the Spanish league. No, not really. They're actually in sixth. La Liga is really bad this year. I'm just going to put that out there. So if I had to, and that's kind of the reason I'm going to go with Juve to win a tough competitive two-leg series. I want to pick Villarreal, but I just don't think their team is that good this year. They're fighting, so you don't know what could happen in between the break between both legs. Injuries can happen. Same for Juve because Serie A is actually really, really competitive, so they'll be fighting, and they're not actually in the competitiveness. They're just fighting for Champions League places, not even the league in general. But based on what how I feel about both teams. I think both teams are actually weak. I think these teams are just like in the running to go on to the next round, to lose to a PSG, a Man City. These are not real Champions League contenders. So I'm actually gonna take Villarreal. I'm gonna take Villarreal. It's tough. It's a tough matchup, but actually I think they're better. I can't say that without a doubt that they're better, but I think Juve is a lot weaker than people expect. So I'm just gonna rock with Villarreal to win a tough series. I'll take them 3-2 on Ag. The game we get tomorrow might be a snooze fest tie type of game, but I'm interested to see what the attacking, because clashing styles. Villarreal will probably attack more, but we know Juventus likes to play it out through the back, so that's interesting to see. I think that's going to be a good matchup. And in the end, I don't think it'll matter because neither of those teams really have like the potential to win it all. So that's how I feel about that. So I'll take Villarreal to win 3-2. Now Wednesday we have some interesting games between some really good competitors in this competition. So we have Atletico Madrid versus Manchester United. This is huge. I know Manchester United coming off a big win this weekend versus Leeds. That was a great game. They almost blew it away, but they fought back and put them away the second time versus Atletico Madrid, who's in that dogfight for winning La Liga. I believe they are in, let me make sure I got it up here. They are in 5th place right now, tied with Barcelona. So they're fighting for Champions League spots, and Madrid's probably ran away with La Liga, but we'll leave that for others to determine. I'm not going to call it when it's over, but Madrid's fighting for Champions League places in their league. So this is the game I'm going to go with bold prediction. I'm going to highlight Cristiano Ronaldo as my guaranteed to score player in this matchup because we know his history versus Atletico Madrid, and I think this is a game where he showcases. And I liked what I saw from Manchester United. They looked way more organized this weekend than they have the whole season. Ragnick, who wasn't a great manager, has gotten things going over there, but I just don't like the way I've seen the few games I've seen from Atletico Madrid this year. Their offense is hit or miss. Simeone, their manager, he's a great manager, but he's a good manager. I don't think he's a great manager. He's the tier below. So we'll see if he pulls it out. They look like they're confused to what to do with João Felix. So that's a guy they invested lots of money in. I thought he'd be for sure starting for them. Instead, they've gone back and got Antoine Griezmann, I'm a fan favorite. He's one of my favorites to watch. He's been decent this year, but we know Atletico Madrid's going to want to play a very defensive type of game, which is clashes with Manchester United because they're actually pretty weak on their defense. But I'm gonna go bold. I'll take Manchester United to upset. I don't know if it is officially an upset, but I think people think Atletico Madrid's a better team. Manchester United has better players, and I'm going to always rock with better players to rise above it all. So I'm going to take Manchester United to win 4-2 on Ag. I could easily see us getting 2-1 games where Manchester United just edge out Atletico barely in both, and then maybe put them away when necessary in the second leg. But I just think Manchester United with Cristiano Ronaldo, Fernandes is looking good. Paul Pogba back and healthy. He looked amazing last week. Even Fred and McTominay in the middle, they've looked good. They're weak on the outsides. Luke Shaw's okay. I think the other guy is Juan Wasaka. He's okay, but I just think that in the middle of the park, Manchester United is going to actually have enough to compete with Atletico Madrid's middle. It's just going to come down to if Harry Maguire and I don't know, maybe they didn't go with Varane to start last week, but him and Harry Maguire are going to be key because if they make mistakes and let Atletico Madrid get points through, Manchester can easily get ran out of there. But that's tough. I'm going to take Manchester United 4-2, and I'm very excited to watch this game. These are the Wednesday games, by the way. And the second Wednesday game is Benfica versus Ajax. I think this is an easy Ajax win. and move on to the next round. Ajax dominates this competition, dominates their domestic league. So yeah, right now Benfica is sitting at third in their league, in their respective league, which is actually the Portuguese league. Don't know much about them. Haven't watched much of their domestic games. Only really follow them in Champions League, and I just think Ajax is the perfect matchup for this. This is the perfect matchup for Ajax, a team that's like a third tier team that they can warm up with. We know Ajax dominates this competition. They haven't won it, but they play really good. They get upsets year in, year out. I'll take Ajax to win 3-1 on AG. I think that's pretty simple. I think they could easily dominate this matchup. I'd be surprised if I'm sleeping on Benfica. Maybe I am, but I just think I'm going to rock with Ajax. And that's it for today. Enjoy the games this week, and I'll be back probably. I might review the first half of the first legs, and then adjust predictions maybe. But I think I'm pretty confident in what I've made in my predictions based on last week, what I've seen, and how I feel about the games going in this week. So hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and we'll be back next time.